Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 8, Sheen Tillman. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 23, Peter Scott. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 39, Zach Swift. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Christian Gerner. On the mound for the Falcons in Game 1, right-handed pitcher, number 31, Matthew Oleg. And the starting lineup for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. You can get the lineup or the anthem. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 1, Jose Mercado. Batting second, the second baseman, number 20, Braden Benavides. Batting third, the third baseman, number 9, Brian Van Duzer. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 8, Brody Mariotti. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 32, Connor Brandon. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 3, Keegan Tyrell. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 16, Mateo Calle. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 25, Justin Rodriguez. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 7, Matt Fout. And the starting pitcher for the Cougars in Game 1, left-hander, number 28, Adam Gregory. No, that's fine.
Oh, you sure?
Yep, because I downloaded it. Make sure the volume's up too, and on the bottom too. See how it's muted? Wait a second. Just jack that all the way up. At this time, we ask that all that are able to please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats and face the flag as we honor America and the men and women of our military forces with the playing of our national anthem. So once this is done, you'll actually, where's the logos? Once Gregory goes, he has, oh, it's right there. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Concordia University Chicago. I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. You're listening to Cougar Baseball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Cougar Baseball also brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. Cougars coming in number 1 in the country, unanimous in the 2 polls this week. They will take on the rival Concordia Wisconsin Falcons here today in doubleheader NACC action. Glad you're here to join us today. Let's meet your defensive lineup for the Cougars. It stays the same from what you're used to seeing. Across the outfield, it'll be Brandon, Tyrell, and Fouth from left to right. Across the infield, it's Van Duzer, Mercado, Benavides, and Mariotti. Your battery for the Cougars here in Game 1 is left-hander Adam Gregory. He will be throwing to the senior catcher, Justin Rodriguez. Gregory's had himself a good start to his season. He's had a little bit of a control issue, but has gotten it figured out a bit as of late. Threw well against IIT last weekend as the Cougars extended their nation-leading winning streak to 19 games. Adam Gregory on the season has a 2-0 record, a 3.72 ERA in 4 starts and 19 innings of work. Opponents are batting just .269 against him. Hope everybody's having a good day. Wind blowing out here quite considerably to left. These teams are no stranger to high-scoring games here. Just 6 years ago, nearly to the day, it was a 22-18 score in Game 1 between these two sides. I'd like to thank the production staff with me along for the ride here today, Elise Somke, Joel Krenz, and Mitch Policier. As the throwdown goes to second, hope everybody is ready for some rivalry baseball here in River Forest. Setting up your lineup for the Falcons, it's Johannes Hawkinson, Spencer Garnett, Sam Beers, Charlie Rodriguez, Tyler Haffey, Sheen Tillman, Peter Scott, Zach Swift, and Christian Gerner, 1 through 9. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Gregory getting his sign as Hawkinson sets into the right-handed batter's box. Gregory winds, and we are underway. First pitch is in there for a called strike at 12:01 p.m. Game time temperature 54 degrees. Wind and the 0-1 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Falcons a team that come in hitting just over 300 as a group. Pitching has been their struggle point this year. We'll get to that more when they take to the field. Count now 1-2. Wind in the 1-2 pitch. Swan and lifted into center. Tyrell coming in and calling off his infielders, and he will make the catch, and there's one away. One out in the inning now. That'll bring up Spencer Garnett, the second baseman.
Number 7, Spencer Garnett.
One away here in the first. First of 2 games here today. CUC trying to improve. They are already 8-0 in the NACC, with a lot of teams beating each other as Gregory delivers a first pitch strike. So a chance to really put a stranglehold here on the conference here as we hit the midway point of the conference slate. 0-1 pitch is called a strike. Now quickly 0-2. Gregory winds the pitch. Swan and grounded towards short and through. Good effort there by Mercado, but it will be a one-out single here for the Falcons. They'll bring up Sam Beers, the designated hitter.
Number 17, Sam Beers.
Beers, in his freshman campaign, is hitting .340, 17 for 50. Has 5 doubles and a homer. Gregory working out of the stretch. The 0 pitch misses down. CU Dub not a team that tries to steal a lot of bases. They are just 15 for 20 on the season. Opponents have had a lot of success running against the Falcons. They're 40 for 48. Kick the 1-0 pitch. Swan and Missy change speeds on him there, and the count levels at 1-1. One ball, one strike with a runner on first. Just underway here in River Forest. Cougar softball is in action over on the other side of the center field fence. Women's lacrosse gets in action as they take a quick check on the runner at first. They get into action at around 1 p.m. today over in the stadium. So a busy day here in River Forest. Cougar track also in action over at the Benedictine Relays in Lyle. Gregory kicks the pitch. Swan and grounded over the head of Gregory. Could be 2. Mercado steps on second. Throw over to Mariotti at first, and a 6-3 double play, and that will do it for the Falcons in the inning. In the inning, no runs on a hit, and nobody left. Your score through a half inning. Falcons 0, Cougars come to bat. Back here in River Forest, once again, I'm CJ Sumner. Glad you could join us here. Jose Mercado to lead off for the Cougars here as we play on into the bottom of the first. It'll be Mercado, Benavides, Van Duzer, 1 through 3. They'll go up against right-hander Matthew Oleg of the Falcons. Mercado to lead off against Oleg. Pitches a breaking ball, loop down the left field line, just foul. No balls, 1 strike, the count here to Mercado. Mercado coming into today being the top offensive weapon for the Cougars. Hasn't been with a lot of extra base hits, but when you're able to steal second at the rate he has, as he hits this one sharply to third, fumbled at first, throw across is just in time. Mercado looked to be safe, but he will be out 5-3. Stosky not happy on the third base side.
Up next for the Cougars, second baseman number
But Mercado retired, so 1 away now. It'll bring up Braden Benavides. First pitch to Benavides, misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Benavides on the season for CUC as he chops that one foul. Hitting .328. Having a great freshman campaign, sitting at the top of the Cougar order. Oleg coming into today has a 2.7 ERA for the Falcons, a 2-2 record, and 26 innings of work. Opponents hitting .309 against him. The pitch, down and in, and the count moves to 2-1. Pitching has been a struggle for the Falcons, as I was saying earlier. They come into today with a 6.59 ERA on the year. The 2-1 pitch runs inside and is 3-1. Wind and the 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, and the count runs full at 3-2. Kick the full count pitch. Breaking ball, spoiled foul as Benavides catches a piece of it. We'll wind it up and do it again at 3-2. Oleg comes into today with 19 strikeouts and just 9 walks. So a lot of stuff in the zone for CUC today. Kick the 3-2 pitch. It runs inside, and Benavides will be aboard.
Up next for the Cougars, third baseman number 9, Brian Van Duzer.
So with 1 away and Benavides on first, the batter will be Brian Van Duzer. Pitch to Van Duzer, lined into left, and that'll be down for a base hit. Benavides will take a hard turn but hold at second. So the Cougars will have runners now at first and second here with 1 away. That'll bring up the big man, Brody Mariotti, the first baseman.
Next up for the Cougars, the first baseman number 8, Brody Mariotti.
Mariotti on the season hitting .338 with 7 home runs. Comes in the top 30 in the country in homers. CUC coming in ranked 6th in the country in total home runs. First pitch runs inside for a ball, 1-0. Benavides with the healthy lead at second. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, Haffey. Now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to count on Mariotti. Kick and the pitch. Swan and grounded left side. Gloved by the third baseman. He'll go to second for 1. Throw across, not in time, and over the head and out of play. And the Cougars will play to run on the air. So Cougars strike first here. Mariotti reaches on the fielder's choice.
Up next, left fielder, number 32, Connor Brandon.
The batter will be Connor Brandon, now the left fielder. Brandon swinging at the first pitch, lines it and hits Stosky in the third base coach's box. Tough way to start a long 18-inning doubleheader. No balls, one strike to count on Brandon. Oleg kicks the 0-1 pitch, lifted into left center. Playable for the center fielder, Hawkinson, who will make the catch, and that will do it for the Cougars in the inning. In the inning for CUC, they pick up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 CU dub error, and they leave 1. We're through 1 complete here in River Forest. Cougars 1, Falcons nothing. Back here in River Forest, once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. It'll be 4-5-6 2 up for the Falcons, led off by Charlie Rodriguez. First pitch swinging, he will pop it foul and out of play. Rodriguez on the season hitting .264 for the Falcons, has appeared in 20 games. 0-1 delivery. Swan and lined into left, and that'll be down for a base hit. Second hit of the day for the Falcons. With the leadoff man aboard, that'll bring up the catcher, Tyler Haffey.
Up next, the catcher, number 34, Tyler Haffey.
Haffey hitting .393 on the season. Been the most consistent nearly everyday player. Obviously, with the doubleheaders, catchers don't get to see 2 games of action in a day very often, as the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Haffey 11 for 28 with 6 RBIs. 0-1 the count to him here. The pitch. Swan and popped up on the infield. Benavides over calling for it. He will make the catch, a step into the outfield grass, and there's 1 away.
Up next, the third baseman, number 8, Sean Tillman.
1 away now. That'll bring up Tillman, the third baseman. 1 away here for the Falcons in their half of the second. Gregory Reddy is out of the stretch. First pitch swinging, and it's popped foul and out of play. Tillman hitting .375 on the season for the Falcons. 24 for 64. He comes in with leading the team in hits and third on the team in doubles. As this one's popped up, long run, dropping behind second base, and it'll be down. Fouth will try to go to second, and it'll be close. But that's a Bermuda triangle out there in right. So it'll be a 1-out hit for the Falcons, putting runners at first and second.
Up next, right fielder, number 23, Peter Scott.
Next batter will be Peter Scott, the right fielder. Scott on the season hitting .111, has started 5 games, appeared in 9 for CU Dub. First pitch, called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Kick the pitch. Fouled straight back and out of play, and the count's quickly 0-2. Stosky changing up his rotation a bit this weekend. Normally your Saturday starters have been Cole Carmen and Kyle Strepik. Stosky electing to use Strepik, which will probably be now Monday, as that pitch misses up. Games tomorrow have already been canceled with Lakeland with the weather coming in. Now it's a waiting game to see whether those games will be played Monday or Tuesday and where they're going to be played. Chance of snow up in the middle part of the Dairy State as this one's lined through the left side past Mercado. Brandon comes up throwing, and the bases will be loaded here for the Falcons with 1 away.
Next up, first baseman number 39, Zach Swift.
Batter now will be Zach Swift, the first baseman. Falcons threatening here in the first. Swift, a 500 hitter on the season for the Falcons, making his 3rd start. Has a single RBI. Gregory working out of the windup now with the bases loaded. Nothing's been hit overly hard off of Gregory thus far. The Falcons have just found holes in the defense. First pitch misses high and away for a ball, 1-0. Kick and the 1-0 pitch. Off the outside corner, and it's now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to count. Bases full of Falcons here in the top of the second. Gregory winds the pitch. Swan and popped up into shallow right. Foul coming in. Runner's going to tag. Throws coming in. The runner will hold. It's a good throw by Fouth. 2 outs now in the inning. Gregory 1 out away from escaping trouble. Batter now will be Christian Gerner, the shortstop.
The shortstop number 2, Christian Gerner.
Gerner on the season for the Falcons, hitting 196. Product of Milwaukee Lutheran High School, my alma mater. Kick the 0-0 pitch. Just off the outside corner, and it's 1-0. Gregory, the lefty, winds. The 1-0 pitch. Swan and grounded softly towards third, but it will be foul. Count levels at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count from Gregory to Gerner. This will be pitch number 25 already for Gregory. The 1-1. In there for a called strike. Gregory now a strike away from escaping trouble here in the second. Gregory readies and the 1-2 pitch. Swan a line towards Mercado, but Mercado is placed perfectly, and Gregory escapes trouble. In the inning for the Falcons, no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 3s left. We're through 1.5. Cougars 1, Falcons nothing.
the center fielder, Keegan Tyrell.
Back here in River Forest, once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. Keegan Tyrell to lead off for the Cougars. In the inning, it's Tyrell, Kaye, and Rodriguez due up. Cougars picked up a run on a hit in the first, aided by one Falcon error. First pitch swinging, and Tyrell takes a big rip at one and comes up empty, 0-1. On the season, Tyrell, a .216 hitter, struggled as of late. Does have 17 RBIs on the year. 0-1 pitch, Swan, and lifted into left center. Playable for the center fielder, Hawkinson, who will make the catch, and there's one away. With one out now, that'll bring up number 16, Mateo Kaye.
Up next, designated hitter number 16, Mateo Kaye.
Kaye on the season for CUC is a .500 hitter, making his 12th start. He's 20 for 40. First pitch breaking ball, grounded towards second. Good running play by the second baseman, Garnett, who will make the play, and there's quickly two away.
Up next for the Cougars.
With two outs now, that'll bring up the catcher, Justin Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the season for CUC, hitting .304, making his 13th start of the season. Has 2 doubles and 5 driven in. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Wind and the 0-1 pitch. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Count quickly, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Kick and the pitch. Swan and lined into center. Hawkinson is there, and he will make the catch, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Cougars in the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're through 2 here in River Forest. Cougars 1, Falcons nothing.
Center fielder, Johannes Hawkinson.
Back here in River Forest once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. Top of the order due up for the Falcons here in the third. Second time through the order against Adam Gregory. Hawkinson to lead off. First pitch swinging, grounded Sir Mercado at short. Fields it cleanly, throw across in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Falcons in the third.
Up next, second baseman number 7, Spencer Garnett.
With 1 out now, that'll bring up Spencer Garnett, the second baseman. Garnett on the day for the Falcons is 1 for 1, singled last time up. First pitch runs high and tight, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch is grounded foul through the third base coach's box, and it levels at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Kick and the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Count now 1-2. Kick and the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses well outside, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garnett. Kick and the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He caught him looking. 2 outs now for the Falcons in the third.
Up next, designated hitter number 17, Sam Beers.
Batter now will be Sam Beers as designated hitter. Beers 0 for 1 on the day, grounded into a double play, 6-3 last time up. Gregory trying to settle in here in the third, as first pitch misses outside, 1-0 the count. One-0 pitch misses down. Now 2-0 to Beers. Falcons come into the weekend 8-12 overall, 4-4 in the NACC. Last time out, they split their season series with Benedictine. 2-0 pitch popped straight back foul and out of play. They won a low-scoring game against the Eagles, 2-1 in the opener. They fell in the second one, though, 15-6. Kick and the 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. Mercado there to glove it behind second. Nice play behind second base. That's a good 1-2-3 inning for Gregory in the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're through 2.5. Cougars 1, Falcons nothing. Welcome back to River Forest. Once again, I'm CJ Sumner. Glad you could join us here. Cougar Baseball brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. 9-1-2 due up for the Cougars here in the third. It'll be the right fielder, Matt Fout, to lead off. Cougars with just the 1 hit thus far as the first pitch is in there for a called strike. 2 fouls from Olick. 0-1 pitch is down. Count evens at 1-1. One pitch. Off speed. Fading down the right field line, and that'll be down. Into the corner. Fouth around first. He'll go to second standing up. And it's a leadoff double for the Cougars here in the third. Perfectly placed. There's a shift on for Fouth. The right fielder, Scott, was shaded to the left of the scoreboard in right field. So an easy double for Fouth.
Up next for the Cougars, shortstop number 1, Jose Mercado.
So with the leadoff man at second, the batter will be Jose Mercado, the shortstop. Mercado was barely thrown out by the third baseman last time up, grounding out 5-3. Chance for Mercado to add on to the Cougar lead. He came into today hitting .423 on the year with 12 driven in. He's 24 of 25 in stolen base attempts, which ranks among the top in the country. 0-1 the count to him here. No balls, 1 strike. Fouth with a good lead at second as the pitch ran inside and nearly hit Mercado. Now 1-1. Wind howling here at River Forest today, blowing out. Was going out to left, now more to center. Tough day to hit at softball, makes it an easy day to hit here at the baseball field. As that one's fouled off, now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Fouth the runner on second. Kick and the 1-2 pitch. Popped foul as Oleg got in on the hands of Mercado, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Benavides on deck. Cougars trying to add to their 1-0 lead here in the third. Kick, the 1-2 pitch. Skied into shallow right center. Wind pushing it. Right fielder Scott there to make the catch. Fouth will have to hold at second. 1 away now for the Cougars. Then he'll bring up Braden Benavides.
Up next, the second baseman, number 20, Braden Benavides.
Benavides on the day for CUC has reached once and scored, walked his first time up. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike the count here to Benavides. The pitch. Spoiled foul. Count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Kick and the pitch. Ran inside, nearly hit Benavides, now 1-2. Oleg's not been afraid to get inside on these Cougar hitters. He jammed Mercado a couple times in the last at bat. 1-2 the count here. Kick in the pitch. Swan and missed as Mercado came up empty on a breaking ball. 2 outs in the inning now. It'll bring up Brian Van Duzer.
Third baseman, number 9, Brian Van Duzer.
Oleg trying to escape trouble here and work around a leadoff double. Van Duzer on the day for CUC is 1 for 1. Singled last time up. First pitch swinging, and it'll be through the right side with the duck snort. Fouth coming around. He's going to score on the play. Oleg made a great pitch there, but Van Duzer's able to get it off the hands and into shallow right. Cougars now lead it 2-0.
Baseman number 8, Brody Mariotti.
With Van Duzer on first now, the batter will be Brody Mariotti, the Cougar first baseman. Mariotti 0 for 1 on the day, reached on an error last time up. Pitch to Mariotti in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Mariotti comes in for a tie for first on the team in RBIs with 25. You have 4 players already for CUC with 20-plus RBIs. Van Duzer, Mariotti with the 25. Brandon with the 23, and Benavides with 20. The pitch, Swan, and ripped into the Falcon dugout. And we got a thumbs up from the Falcon dugout as everybody's all right. That was a missile into the Falcon dugout, which the dugouts aren't far down the lines, and they're quite a bit on the field here at CUC. 0-2 the count here on Mariotti. Quick check on Van Duzer at first as he gets back in plenty of time. Van Duzer is 5 for 8 in stolen bases on the season, so he does have the ability to steal a base if they can here. Knowing the Cougars, this would be a good time to run. Worst case scenario, if Van Duzer gets thrown out, you get a fresh count from Mariotti in the 4th. Pitch out as Van Duzer's off on the play. Throw down to second, not in time as Van Duzer steals second. Second baseman Garnett thought he had tagged Van Duzer through the legs. It would have been an impressive play. Count 1-2 here on Mariotti. Van Duzer now in scoring position with 2 away. One ball, 2 strikes the count. The pitch. Spoiled foul, and count will remain 1-2. Oleg gets his sign from Haffey. Kicks the pitch. Down in the dirt. Good block there by Haffey behind the dish. 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swan and lifted to right. This could be trouble. Back at the track, and it is gone. Brody Mariotti launches his 8th of the year, and it's 4-0 CUC. The big man keeps swinging the bat for the Cougars. 8 home runs on the season for the big man, and he doubles the Cougar lead to 4.
Up next for the Cougars, left fielder, number 32, Connor Brandon.
Batter now will be Connor Brandon. Just like that, this Cougar offense able to plate 4 runs. Connor Brandon, the batter now. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Brandon 0 for 1, flew out last time up as that one misses high. Wind down the 1-1. Swan and popped foul and out of play over the first base dugout. Now 1-2. Oleg coming into today had given up just 1 home run on the year. The pitch. Ran inside, nearly hit Brandon. Count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces Wild in the bottom of the 3rd. Breaking ball grounded back up the middle for a base hit. So the Cougars able to continue the inning here. It'll bring up Keegan Tyrell, the center fielder.
Keegan Tyrell.
Tyrell 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to deep left center last time up. So a runner on. First pitch misses off the outside corner, 1-0. One and 0 the count here. Brandon, the runner on first. The pitch. Runner off, breaking balls in the dirt, and Brandon will steal second base standing up. Two and 0 the count here. Chance for the Cougars to add on here in the 3rd. The pitch. Misses down, and it's 3-0. See if they give Keegan the green light here with the 3-0 count. If he gets going in this Cougar order, I don't know who you really pitch to 1 through 6, as the 3-0 pitch is in the dirt, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk to put 2 on now for the DH, Mateo Kaye.
Up next for the Cougars, a designated hitter, number 16, Mateo Kaye.
Runners on first and second now for Kaye. He's 0 for 1, grounded out last time up. Kick the 0-0 pitch. Down and in. 5 straight balls now from Olick. Kick the 1-0. Off the outside corner again. Now 2-0 here to Kaye. Two balls, no strikes to count. Brandon on second, Tyrell at first. The pitch. Breaking ball lined into right. There to make the catch is the right fielder, Scott, and that will do it for the Cougars in the inning. In the inning for CUC, they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, and they leave 2 on. Your new score after 3. Cougars 4, Falcons 0.
Left fielder, number 9, Charlie Rodriguez.
Back here in River Forest once again. It'll be 4-5-6 due up for the Falcons as we move on to the 4th here in River Forest. Rodriguez, Haffey, Tillman due up against Gregory. Cougar offense spotting Gregory a couple more runs in the last half inning as the first pitch misses up 1-0. Rodriguez 1 for 1, has one of the 4 hits for the Falcons thus far. Kick the 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike on the outer half. Count levels at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Wind and the pitch. Breaking ball, a big one in there, just misses up. Now 2-0. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Gregory winds and deals. Fastball misses up and away, and it's 3-1. Cougars in the home whites today. The wind and the 3-1. Check swung, and it's foul tipped into Rodriguez. Mitt, count runs full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Rodriguez. The pitch. Swung and missed. Good pitch down in the zone there by Gregory. First batter of the inning retired now for the Falcons. It'll bring up Tyler Haffey, the catcher. Haffey 0 for 1 on the day, flew out last time up. First pitch swinging into right center. Long run, Tyrell on the run, and he's not able to make the catch. Off the wall, Fouth will get it in, and it will be a 1-out double for Haffey. That just kept pushing away from Tyrell, who had a good beat on it. But it'll be a 1-out double for the Falcons.
The Falcons, third baseman number 8, Sean Tillman.
It'll be Tillman the batter now for the Falcons. He's 1 for 1 on the day. 5 hits in total now for the Falcons here through 3 1/3 innings. Kick the 0 pitch from Gregory is popped foul straight back. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike the count here on Tillman. Gregory gets a sign, now kicks. Pitch misses off the outside corner, and the count levels at 1-1. Cougar Baseball also brought to you in part by Doc Ryan's. Doc Ryan's on Madison Street, always there for all your Cougar post-game needs. 1-1 the count here from Gregory to Tillman. The pitch. Swan and missed. Had a pitch at the belt. Now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Gregory readies and the 1-2 pitch. Swan and popped up into foul ground. Mariotti giving chase, and it will drop foul just in front of the netting on the right field side. Wynn nearly pushed that back to be playable for Mariotti. So they give everybody a chance to get back to their spots. 1-2 the count still on Tillman with Haffey on second. Gregory gets his sign and readies. Kicks and the 1-2. Grounded towards second, fielded by Benavides on 2 hops. He'll go to Mariotti at first, and there's 2 away. Haffey to third on the play. It'll bring up Peter Scott, the right fielder.
Up next, number 23, the right fielder, Peter Scott.
Scott with a hit today in his only plate appearance. Came in as a 111 hitter on the season. Does not have an RBI. A chance to break through with one here with 2 outs in the 4th. First pitch swinging, and he comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Cool honor the CUC Athletics Department picked up yesterday. As voted on by the NACC, as that pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, quickly 0-2. CUC putting together the best Special Olympics partnership and outings this year for the calendar school year. So a cool honor for the NACC to give to the Cougars. 0-2 pitch. Grounded third base. Van Duzer fielded on 3 hops. He'll throw across, and that will do it for the Falcons in the 4th. In the inning for the Falcons, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. Your score after 3.5. Cougars 4, Falcons nothing. She still has. Back here in River Forest once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. It will be 8-9-1 due up for the Cougars here in the 4th. Justin Rodriguez lead off the catcher. Cougars already leading this one 4-0 here. Rodriguez 0 for 1 on the day, flew out last time up. Working against Oleg, as Rodriguez calls time, as Oleg was taking a while to get the sign in. Through 3 innings of work for Oleg, he's allowed 4 runs in total, 3 of those earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, struck out 1. 1-0 the count Winds quickly. The pitch. Grounded softly towards short. Gerner comes in on the run. Throw across is just in time to get Rodriguez. One out here in the Cougar half of the fourth. Then it'll bring up Matt Fouth.
Next, right fielder, number 7, Matt Fouth.
That was a good running play by Gerner on a slow roller. Pitch to Fouth. Breaking ball misses down and away. 1-0 the count. Fouth 1 for 1 with a run scored. He doubled down in the right field corner last time up. 1-0 fouled straight back off the netting. Count now 1-1. Wind the 1-1. Swan and lifted into center. Going back at the track, and it's gone! Matt Fouth with his first of the year. He goes deep to straightaway center, and it's 5-0 CUC. So Matt Fouth provides more offense for the Cougars. Batter now is Jose Mercado, the shortstop. 5-0 Cougars, their second homer of the day. A team that came into today with 22 homers as a group, which ranks 6th in the country. So they've already added 2 more as Mercado gets hit by a breaking ball. So a runner on first now for the Cougars. It'll be Braden Benavidez, the batter now. So after Mercado gets hit by a pitch, the batter will be Braden Benavidez. 1 out here in the Cougar half of the fourth. Mercado, always a threat to steal. First pitch is in the dirt and bounces and gets away. Mercado to second, all on the wild pitch. Puts a runner in scoring position now with 1 away. 1-0 the count here to Benavidez. Kick the pitch. Mercado off on the play. Fouled off the face of the CU Dub dugout. Need to get a few hard hats for everybody in the Falcon dugout. That's the 3rd time today. Stosky's already been hit once in the third base coach's box. Which, as far as useless things in sports go, the baseball coaches' boxes might be up there with the most useless things. That a rule that nobody ever enforces. Coaches kind of freely stand wherever they please. 1-1 the count here to Benavidez. Mercado at second. Kick and the pitch. Fastball is lifted foul and out of play, and the count moves to 1-2. 1 out here in the Cougar fourth. 1 run in on a Matt Fouth homer to center. Cougars leading this one 5-0. Kick and the pitch. Mercado off on the play, and Benavidez fouls it off to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Mercado itching to run over there at second. Came into today 24 of 25 in stolen bases. One and two the count. Oled kicks the 1-2 again. Breaking pitch misses down. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Brian Van Duzer on deck. Inside move will check on Mercado at second as he gets back in plenty of time. Two balls, 2 strikes. Mercado fakes going, Caught in no man's land, but he will get back in time as it just barely got away from Haffey behind the dish. Count runs full now, 3-2 here to Mercado. See if Mercado's running on the full count pitch here. Oleg kicks the pitch. Mercado off on the play. It'll be through the left side. Mercado will score easily, and it's 6-0 CUC with an RBI single by Braden Benavides. 6-0 CUC. Batter now is Brian Van Duzer. Van Duzer on the day is 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Also has a stolen base. Cougars with 2 runs in here in the 4th. 0-0 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Pickoff attempt will send Benavides diving back in time. Action is going on down in the CU Dub bullpen. A righty getting ready. The pitch just misses off the outside corner. Oleg not happy with the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oleg gets a sign, the pitch. Breaking ball lined into left, and that'll be down for a base hit. Van Duzer now 3 for 3 on the day as the Cougars pick up their 8th hit in total against Oleg.
Up next, first baseman number 8, Brody Mariotti.
So the batter now will be Brody Mariotti, the Cougar first baseman. Mariotti 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. He homered last time up. Chance for the Cougars to really put a stranglehold early on the Falcons. 2 wins today, the Cougars would reset the Cougar win streak record, which got to 20 back in 2014. First pitch swinging, and Mariotti skies one into shallow left. Calling for it is the left fielder Rodriguez, who will make the catch, and there's 2 away. Batter now is Connor Brandon, the left fielder.
Up next, left fielder number 32, Connor Brandon.
Connor Brandon on the day for CUC is 1 for 2. With a stolen base, has also flown out. Benavides on second, Van Duzer at first with 2 outs. First pitch swinging, and it'll be just foul down the third base line. No balls, 1 strike the count. Women's lacrosse just about to get into action over in the stadium. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball lined into left, but playable for the left fielder Rodriguez, who will make the catch 10 feet inside the left field line, and that will do it for the Cougars in the inning. In the bottom half of the 4th for the Cougars, they pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and leave 2. Your new score after 4 complete. Cougars 6, Falcons nothing. Back here in River Forest, once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. 6-0 Cougars as we play on into the fifth. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Falcons. Zach Swift, the first baseman, to lead off here against Adam Gregory. First pitch is up and away to Swift. Swift is 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out last time up. Kick, the 1-0. Lined into center field, and that will be down for a base hit. So leadoff runner aboard here for the Falcons in the fifth. That'll bring up Christian Gerner, the shortstop.
Up next, shortstop number 2, Christian Gerner.
Gerner's 0 for 1, flew out last time up. Gregory on the day in 4+ innings of work has allowed 6 hits, struck out 2, allowed no runs and no walks. Pitch is bunted at. Gregory misfields it, and that will be a sacrifice. So 2 on now, sacrifice and an error.
Up next, center fielder number 3, Johannes Hawkinson.
So 2 on now, it'll be the top of the order, Johannes Hawkinson for the Falcons. So Gerner on first, Swift on second. First pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count here on Hawkinson. Gregory kicks the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner at the belt. Hawkinson not happy at all with the call. Hawkinson on the day is 0 for 2, is grounded out and flown out. Gregory could really use a ground ball here. On the season, Hawkinson has 4 RBIs. Kick and the pitch. Swung and foul tip into the mid of Rodriguez. Big first out of the inning for Gregory.
Up next, the second baseman number 7, Spencer Garnett.
Batter will be Spencer Garnett, the second baseman. Garnett 1 for 2 for the Falcons. Went down looking last time up, also has a hit. Single in an error got the inning started as a big breaking ball is swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike. The lefty kicks and deals. Ground ball to Van Duzer at third, and he misplays it, and it will go just wide of the Falcon dugout, so it'll be an E5 on Van Duzer. That could have been an easy double play ball. It took a tough hop when Van Duzer sent back on it. So bases loaded now for the Falcons. Beers will be the batter. Line the 0-0 pitch. Swan and popped up. Benavidez out into the outfield grass calling for it, and he will make the catch, and there's 2 outs in the inning. Two outs now in the Falcon half.
Next, left fielder number 9, Charlie Rodriguez.
Coach Stosky wants to go out and have a word with the field umpire. I believe he thinks it should have been called an infield fly. It was never called. But either way, the Cougars do have 2 outs in the inning. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Charlie Rodriguez, the left fielder. Rodriguez is 1 for 2 on the day with a hit and a strikeout. On the season, Rodriguez has 10 driven in, which is tops on the team. Gregory trying to escape a bases-loaded jam here in the 5th. Working out of the windup, the lefty readies. Kicks the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball to Van Duzer at third. He'll field it cleanly and step on the base, and that will do it for the Falcons in the inning. In the inning for the Falcons, they get no runs in the inning. On 1 hit, 2 errors, they leave 3. Your score remains after 4.5. Cougars 6, Falcons nothing.
Center fielder, number 3, Keegan Tyrell.
Back here in River Forest once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. Along for the ride with us today, Lee Somke, Joel Krenz, and Mitch Policier. Glad you could be here with us. New pitcher for the Falcons here. It'll be Alex Prickett. Prickett coming into today as a 7.27 ERA and a 1-0 record, making his 4th appearance of the year. First pitch in the dirt to Tyrell. Has thrown 8 2/3 innings, allowed 12 hits, 7 earned runs, walked 4. Opponents batting .364 against him as the 1-0 pitch runs down and in. Quickly 2-0 to Tyrell. So closing the book on Oleg for the day. He goes 4 innings, allows 6 runs, 5 earned, 8 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. The 2-0 is down in the dirt, now 3-0. Tyrell on the day is 0 for 1, has walked once and flown out. Wind and the 3-0 pitch. Misses down, and it's 4 straight balls to start the inning for Prickett.
Up next, the designated hitter, number 16, Mateo Kaye.
So it'll be Mateo Kaye now, the batter for the Cougars, with Tyrell at first. 4 straight balls from Prickett. Besides ball 4, the first 3 weren't real close. Cougars have scored in the last 2 innings, trying to add on to their 6-0 lead here in the 5th. Kick the 0-0 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Kick and a big swing and a miss there at a breaking ball, and it's quickly 0-2. Good smell of the concession stand wafting through the air here behind home plate. Making a hungry production staff very hungry here. A little chilly here in River Forest today, but blue skies. If it wasn't for the wind, it would be a perfect day for baseball. 0-2 the count here to Kaye, the pitch. Breaking ball, grounded towards second, could be 2. Flip to Gerner for 1, throw across in time. 4-6-3 double play, and just like that, there's 2 outs in the Cougar half of the 5th.
Up next for the Cougars, catcher, number 25, Justin Rodriguez.
With 2 outs now, it'll bring up Justin Rodriguez, the catcher. Rodriguez is 0 for 2 on the day, as they're going to put a shift on here against Rodriguez. Not something you see every day. Falcons going with a 4-man outfield right now, 3-man infield. First pitch swinging, Rodriguez pops it into shallow right, and it's into the shift. So a perfectly placed move there by Eddie Morgan and the Falcons. And that will do it for the Cougars in the inning. No runs on, no hits, and nobody left. Your score remains after 5.5. Cougars 6, Falcons nothing. Back here in River Forest, once again, I'm CJ Sellner. Cougar Baseball brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park, eat more chicken. It'll be 5-6-7 due up for the Falcons here in the top of the 6th. Adam Gregory continuing to pitch well for the Cougars. He's worked around 8 hits and 2 Cougar errors thus far, as the first pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Kick and the pitch. Fastball high and away. Count levels at 1-1. Gregory's worked out of 2 bases loaded jams already today. 1-1 pitch, down and away. Now 2-1. Haffey on the day for the Falcons is 1 for 2 with a double. Has also flown out. 2 balls, 1 strike to count here. The 2-1 pitch misses well high. Now 3-1. Gregory's done a good job with as much base tracking as the Falcons have had. Just at 65 pitches, as this one's lined sharply to short. Mercado fields it on a hop. Plenty of time to throw it across. And there's 1 away in the Falcon half. Batter now will be Sheen Tillman.
Up next, third baseman number 8, Sean Tillman.
Tillman on the day for the Falcons is 1 for 2, has grounded out once. Gregory readies the 0-0 pitch. Swan and popped foul and out of play over the first base dugout that houses the Cougars. 0-1 the count. Cougars waiting to see when they'll be in action again after tomorrow's games have already been canceled with the impending weather. 0-1 pitch. I'd say at this point nearly the whole conference is canceled for tomorrow between baseball and softball. So we'll see what the schedule brings for CUC. You can always find all the updates at cucougars.com. 1-1 pitch. Swan and fouled straight back off the netting, and it's 1-2. CUC will host UW La Crosse in non-conference action on Thursday afternoon. One ball, two strikes to count here from Gregory to Tillman. The pitch. Off the outside corner. Couldn't get him to chase. Now 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch. Swung and missed. He chased one out of the zone. 2 outs in the inning now for the Falcons. And it'll bring up Peter Scott, the right fielder. 2 outs now in the inning. That's strikeout number 4 for Gregory on the day. Scott's 1 for 2 with a flyout here in game 1 for the Falcons. Opening pitch misses high and away for a ball, 1-0. Kick the 1-0 pitch well away. 2-0 here. Cole Carmen is the expected starter for the Cougars here in Game 2 today. Stosky making that switch. The 2-0 pitch. Swan and fouled straight back. Count now 2-1. Cougars coming into today as a 2-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Now 82-11 here at what is now known as the Thunderdome since 2013, which is just a staggering record. As a 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Gregory getting in the zone here. 2 strikeouts in the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left for the Falcons. It's 6-0 Cougars through 5.5 here in River Forest.
Number 7, Matt Fall.
Back here in River Forest once again, I'm CJ Sellner. As we move on to the bottom of the 6th, 6-0 Cougars lead it here. It'll be 9-1-2. South Mercado Benavides due up against Prickett here in the 6th. Fouth is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, a double and a homer, as the first pitch misses down and in. Cougars with 2 home runs in the game, continuing their way of using the long ball. The 1-0 pitch is down and away, now 2-0. We have O'Malley's Mashers, as they've been nicknamed last year, over on the softball field. Have to come up with one for Stosky's group. I'm sure I have a staff that will love to come up with a nickname, as that one's lined into center field for a base hit. But you have a team that has 24 home runs on the year, that ranks top 10 in the country in homers hit.
Next for the Cougars, shortstop, number 1, Jose Mercado.
Batter is Jose Mercado, the shortstop. Mercado 0 for 2 here in game 1. Has a run scored. Has been hit by a pitch, grounded out, and flown out. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Cougars in the 6th. First pitch swinging, and it bounces away. And Fouth moves to second on the play. No balls, 1 strike to count on Mercado. The pitch. Swan and lined into center. This one's hit well. Back at the track, and it's off the glove and down at the wall. Fouth had to hold as a center fielder for the Falcons. Hawkinson was tracking that one on towards the center field wall. But he'll put runners at second and third now for CUC with nobody away. So a double for Mercado will put runners at second and third with nobody out for Benavides. Benavides is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored and an RBI. He has walked and struck out. Chance for the Cougars to add on to their total here. First pitch called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Benavides now with 21 RBIs on the season. Good speed on the bases for the Cougars here. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses away. Count now levels at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count. Prickett kicks and the pitch. Ran high and tight, and they said it was a foul ball off the handle of the bat. Benavides knew it. Tried to sell it and couldn't get away with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on the Cougars' second baseman. Fouth on third, Mercado on second. Kick and the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, couldn't get him to chase. Count now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Benavides. Prickett kicks the pitch. Fastball misses up. Count runs full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to count. The full count pitch. Misses high, and the bases are loaded here for the Cougars with nobody out in the 6th.
Up next for the Cougars, third baseman, number 9, Brian Van Duzer.
So with the bases loaded and nobody away, that'll bring up Brian Van Duzer, the third baseman. Van Duzer 3 for 3 on the day with a run scored and an RBI. Also has stolen a base. Chance for the Cougars to break this one wide open, and head coach Eddie Morgan wants to go have a word with Prickett and his infield. Falcons do have an arm getting loose in the bullpen down the left field line. See what they choose to do here. Updating you on the Cougars softball action across the way here in River Forest. They are leading Edgewood 4-1. That game in the bottom of the 6th. Concordia with 4 runs on 8 hits in that one. And they will stick with Prickett here. Fouth on third, Mercado on second, Benavides at first, Van Duzer the batter. Van Duzer already with an RBI on the day. Has a chance to add to his team leading 26 here. Corners up for the Falcons as a first pitch breaker is a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball lifted into right. Playable for the right fielder, Scott, who will make the catch. Fouth and Mercado will tag up on the play in advance. They'll put runners at the corners for the Cougars, and it's 7-0. So sack fly for Van Duzer.
Up next, first baseman number 8, Brody Mariotti.
So with runners at first and third, 7-0 lead. The batter will be Brody Mariotti. Mariotti already with a homer in today's ballgame. The pitch swung through. Throw will go down to second. It's a double steal on the play. So a double steal, and it's 8-0 CUC as they continue to do things in the run game. So Benavides now at second. 0-1 the count here on Mariotti. 8-0 your score. Perfectly executed. Throw was low from Haffey. I don't think they had a chance to get Mercado anyway. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a late strike call, but it's 0-2. First of 2 games here today. Cougars trying to extend their winning streak to 20 games. A unanimous number 1 team in both the coaches and media poll this week. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball grounded towards first. Fielded by the first baseman. Race to first will be won by Swift. Benavides to third on the play. Batter now will be Connor Brandon, the left fielder.
Connor Brandon.
Brandon on the day is 1 for 3 for CUC. Has stolen a base. Has flown out twice. 8-0 Cougars lead at 8 runs on 10 hits. 0-0 pitch to Brandon. Breaking ball misses high and away. 1-0 the count. Prickett readies the 1-0. Swan and missed. He blew a fastball by him. Count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count to Brandon. Kick and the pitch. Swan and fouled off down the right field side. Count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Kick and the pitch. Breaking ball is swung on and missed, and Brandon is retired. In the inning for the Cougars, they pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. Your new score after 6 complete. Cougars 8, Falcons nothing. Back here in River Forest once again as we move on to the 7th here. 8-0 Cougars lead. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Falcons against Gregory. Zach Swift to lead off. Gregory, through 16 innings of work, has not allowed a run on 6 hits, has struck out 5. Swift on the day is 1 for 2, is flown out. As first pitch misses up from Gregory, 1-0. 76 pitches on the day for Gregory thus far, as this one's lifted into center. Tyrell is there, and he will easily make the catch, and there's one away. Batter now will be Christian Gerner, the shortstop.
Next up, shortstop number 2, Christian Gerner.
Gerner 0 for 1 has laid down a sacrifice and flew out. Did reach on an error once as well. First pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch, a big breaking ball, misses down. Count now 1-1. One pitch off the outside corner. Now 2-1. Gerner coming into today hitting 196 on the year as the 2-1 misses up. Now 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike to count. Cougar softball winners across the way, 4-1 in game 1. Gregory readies the 3-1 pitch. Swan and popped up in foul ground. Wind will not be able to keep it in the park, and the count will run full at 3-2. Cougar women's lacrosse leading over in the stadium 5-3. That one with 15-plus minutes remaining in the first period. Wind in the full count pitch. Swan and lifted into left. Connor Brandon moving a few steps to his right. Will be there to make the catch, and there's 2 away. With 2 outs, that'll turn the lineup over for the Falcons and bring out Johannes Hawkinson.
Number 3, Johannes Hawkinson.
Leadoff hitter for the Falcons is 0 for 3 on the day, as grounded out, flown out, and struck out. Gregory winds the 0 pitch, misses away, 1-0. There is a bit of action in the Cougar bullpen. Not that Gregory needs it. He's settled in nicely for CUC. Gregory winds in the 1-1. Swan and popped foul straight back. Now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Swan and missed. He struck him out on a pitch off the outside corner. And that will do it for the Falcons in the 7th. In the inning, no runs, no hits, nobody left. We're through 6.5. Cougars 8, Falcons nothing. Back here for us once again. Bottom of the 7th, 8-0 Cougars lead it here. It will be 6, 7, 8 due up. Tyrell, Kaye, and Rodriguez. working against Prickett. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Tyrell on the day for CUC is 0 for 1, has walked twice. Kick and the 0-1. Misses just above the belt. Count evens at 1-1. One ball, one strike to count the pitch. Line, third base side, off the glove of the third baseman. Tyrell will be able to make it aboard safely. And that'll bring up Mateo Calle.
Up next, designated hitter, number 16, Mateo Calle.
Error. So the batter will be Mateo Calle with Tyrell at first. Official score will be an error on the play by Tillman at third. It was a one-hopper that probably should have been made as they check on Tyrell over at first. Kick and the pitch. Kaye lifts one to right, back towards the track, and it'll bounce off the base of the wall. Kaye will be standing up at second with a double as Tyrell gets held at third. So 2 on now in scoring position for the Cougars with nobody out in the seventh.
Up next for the Cougars, catcher number 25, Justin Rodriguez.
The batter will be Justin Rodriguez, now the catcher. Rodriguez on the day is 0 for 3. Has flown out twice and grounded out. See what the Falcons decide to do here. They put a massive shift, a 4-man outfield against Rodriguez last time up. Different scenario here with runners at second and third. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1 the count. 2 more runs and the Cougars can end this game early. Chance here with nobody out and 2 in scoring position. The pitch, grounded towards short. Gerner wanted to go to third as Kaye and Tyrell were running. It will go down as a fielder's choice, E6, making it 9-0 CUC.
Up next, right fielder number 7, Matt Falk.
So 9-0 CUC here. Winning run at third now, trying to end this one early. As infield will come in for the Falcons. Batter is Matt Fouth. Fouth has had a good game for CUC. 3 for 3, 3 runs scored, a double, an RBI, and a homer. First pitch is swung and foul tipped in and out of the glove of Haffey. 0-1 the count. Game 2 will come up approximately 30 minutes following the conclusion of Game 1. Hope you stick around and join us for 9 more innings of scheduled baseball here in River Forest. Nobody out here in the Cougar half of the 7th. 0-1 pitch to Fouth inside, and Rodriguez will take second base standing up. One ball, one strike to count. Kick and the 1-1. Down and away. Now 2-1 here to Fouth. Cougar bats continue to roll. 9 runs on 11 hits thus far. Kick and the 2-1. Misses down and away. Now 3-1 to Fouth. Mercado would be next. So Wynn picks up once again the 3-1. spoiled foul and out of play. His foul was late. Count runs full at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes on the Cougar right fielder. Prickett kicks the 3-2 pitch. Swan and fouled off once again over the first base side. We'll do it again at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes, nobody out. Kaye, the runner on third. Rodriguez at second. The 3-2 again. Breaking ball lifted in foul ground and out of play. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Prickett wants a new set of signs from his catcher, Haffey. Readies and the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball called strike three. Tough pitch there up in the zone as Fouth goes down looking. One out in the inning now. It'll bring up Jose Mercado,
Next for the Cougars.
the Cougar shortstop.
Number 1, Jose Mercado.
And they're going to intentionally walk Mercado here to get the force out at every base. So the intentional walk will put Mercado at first. The batter now will be Braden Benavides.
Cougars, second baseman, number 20, Braden Benavides.
Benavides on the day is 1 for 2 with a run scored and RBI. It has been walked twice. No place to put him here. Bases loaded. One away. Corners up for the Falcons. Middle infielders at double play depth. Outfielders shallow as well for CU Dub. Trying to cut down the run at home. 0-1 the count here as the first pitch was in there for a called strike. Kick and the 0-1. Fastball in there called strike, and Benavides finds himself in an 0-2 hole. No balls, two strikes, one away. Prickett kicks and the 0-2 pitch. Swan and spoiled straight back. Count remains 0-2. No balls, two strikes, one away in the inning. Van Duzer would be next if needed. Kick the 0-2. Breaking ball spoiled foul again by Benavides. No balls, two strikes. Kaye at third. Rodriguez at second. Mercado at first. Prickett gets his sign from Haffey, now readies. Kicks and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed as Benavides comes up empty. Back-to-back strikeouts, and Prickett is an out away from escaping more damage here in the seventh.
Next for the Cougars, third baseman, number 9, Brian Van Duzer.
Batter now is Brian Van Duzer, the Cougar third baseman. Van Duzer is 3 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs and a run scored. One run in the inning for CUC. First pitch called strike on Van Duzer, 0-1 the count. Kick the 0-1. Ran inside and nearly hit him. Count now 1-1. One ball, one strike to count. Kick and the 1-1 pitch. Down and away. Now 2-1 to Van Duzer. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Cougar third baseman. 53 pitches on the day for Prickett, 31 of those for strikes. Kick in the 2-1. Swung on and missed as Van Duzer tried to redecorate a car on Division Street. Count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild here in the bottom of the 7th. Prickett gets his sign from Haffey, now readies. Kicks in the 2-2. Down and away, and the count runs full at 3-2. Runners will get a head start here with 2 outs, and the bases loaded. Prickett gets his sign, now readies. Kicks the full count pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner as Van Duzer goes down looking. Cougars pick up 1 in the inning but strike out 3 times. In the inning for CUC, 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 3 left. Your score after 7. Cougars 9, Falcons nothing.
Second baseman, number 7.
Back here in River Forest once again, I'm CJ Selner. New pitcher on for the Cougars here in the 8th. It will be Noah Dressler on for the Cougars. First pitch breaking ball in is for a called strike. Cougars leading 9-0 here. It will be 2-3-4 Garnett, Beers, Rodriguez due up. 0-1 the count, the pitch. Called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. No balls, 1 strike the count. Dressler kicks and the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. As Dressler strikes out Garnett on 3 pitches. 1 out now. That'll bring up Beers.
Designated hitter, number 17, Sam Beers.
And we will actually have a new hitter here for Beers. The batter will be number 24, Austin Dart.
Hitter for the Falcons, number 24, Austin Dart.
So Dart is the pinch hitter for the Falcons. First pitch is down for a ball, 1-0. Dart on the season for the Falcons is a 297 hitter, as that one misses down, now 2-0. But going back to Dressler on the season for CUC has a 2.7 ERA, a 2-0 record in 16 innings of work. 18 strikeouts to just 7 walks, as it's 3-0 here. Opponents batting just .269 against him. 3-0 the count here from Dressler to Dart. The pitch, down in the dirt, and he walked him on 4 pitches. Batter now will be Charlie Rodriguez.
Up next for the Falcons, left fielder number 9, Charlie Rodriguez.
So one on, one away here for the Falcons in the top of the 8th. Yo, pitch from Dressler on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. You can follow the baseball team on Twitter at CUC Baseball. 0-1 the count here from Dressler. The pitch, breaking ball down in the dirt, good block by Rodriguez as the count evens at 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch, fastball in there for a called strike, now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count here from Dressler. Long pause, the pitch. Breaking ball lifted into right. Running in to make the catch is Fouth. And there's 2 away in the Falcon half. With 2 outs and a man on first, the batter will be Tyler Haffey, the catcher.
Up next, the catcher, number 34, Tyler Haffey.
Dressler trying to work around a 1-out walk here in the 8th. The 0-0 pitch misses just down for a ball, 1-0. Dressler sets the 1-0. Down once again, 2-0. Dressler struggling a bit with command here today. 11 pitches thus far, just 6 strikes. 2-0 the count here. The pitch. Down and in. And it runs to 3-0. Two away here in the Falcon half. Dart the runner on first. Kick and the 3-0. Fastball in there this time for a called strike. Count now 3-1. Dressler ready once again, the 3-1 pitch. Misses down and away. A second walk in the inning puts runners at first and second here with 2 away. That'll bring up the third baseman, Tillman.
Next up, third baseman, number 8, Sean Tillman.
Tillman is 1 for 3 on the day for the Falcons. Has struck out once and grounded out. Two on, 2 out here for the Cougars, for the Falcons in the 8th. Cougars have led this one all the way, scored a run in the first, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th thus far. First pitch is a fastball away for a ball, 1-0. Benavides shaded towards second base, helping to hold the runner on. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle, and that'll be up for a base hit. Tyrell coming up, And the run was going to score anyway, and he'll bring it into Mercado. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the top of the 8th. Haffey to second on the play. Dart scores. RBI for Tillman, and it's 9-1. Batter now will be Peter Scott, the right fielder. Scott on the day is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Also has grounded out today. Haffey now at second. Tillman the runner at first. Oh, a pitch, a called strike at the knees. Wind continuing to blow here. Blue skies overhead here in River Forest today. Weather's going to turn quickly going into tomorrow. 0-1 pitch. Swung and missed there, and it's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes from Dressler to Scott. Dressler lit the long pause, kicks the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well upstairs. Couldn't get him to chase. Now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Dressler kicks the 1-2. Swung on and missed the pitch off the inside corner as Scott goes down on strikes. In the inning for the Falcons, they pick up 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. Your new score after 7.5. Cougars 9, Falcons 1. Back here in River Forest once again, I'm CJ Soller. Bottom of inning number 8, the Cougars will have 3-4-5 due up. 4-5-6 due up in the inning. Brody Mariotti to lead off for the Cougars. Mariotti on the day for CUC is 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Has homered. New pitcher on for the Falcons here is Seth Cox. As the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Cox on the year is making his 7th appearance. Has a 1.8 ERA in 10 innings of work, 8 strikeouts, 6 walks, as he hits Mariotti square in the back. Opponents batting just 200 against him.
Up next for the Cougars, left fielder number 32, Connor Brandon.
So Mariotti on first. We will have a pinch runner for the Cougars. It will be Jacob Frank. We believe, yes. It'll be number 36, Jacob Frank at first.
Here for the Cougars, number 36, Jacob Frank.
So Frank the runner for Mariotti. The batter is Connor Brandon. Connor Brandon, the batter now here against Cox. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, runs inside. Now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to count. Kick and the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Now 2-1. Cox kicks the 2-1 pitch. Called strike at the belt. And the count evens at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to count. The pitch misses high, and the count runs full at 3-2. Kean Tyrell due up next. Cox kicks the 3-2 pitch. Line down the left field line, but it'll be foul. And the count will remain full at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes to count. Runner at first with nobody out here in the Cougar half of the eighth. Quick check on Frank over at first. Kick the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses high. And it'll put runners at first and second for the Cougars here with nobody out in the inning. Batter now will be Keegan Tyrell, the center fielder.
Next for the Cougars, center fielder, number 3, Keegan Tyrell.
Tyrell on the day for the Cougars is 0 for 2. His one run scored, has walked twice. Has reached on an error and flown out. First pitch to him, runs inside, and it hits Tyrell on the jersey. Best spot to get hit there. And the bases are loaded now for Mateo Kaye.
Up next for the Cougars, designated hitter, number 16, Mateo Kaye.
So the batter is Kaye with the bases loaded once again for the Cougars. Cougars can add on to their 9-1 lead here. First pitch from Cox is driven into deep center. Back at the track, and it's a grand slam for Mateo Kaye. He goes deep to center, and the Cougars win it here in Game 1 by a final score of 13-1. Mateo Kaye with the grand slam. Cougars win it here in Game 1 by a final score of 13-1. Final totals here in Game 1 of our doubleheader.
Cougars 13, Falcons 1.
For the Falcons,
About 30 minutes. Feel free to stop by the
1 run on 7 hits, 3 errors, and 9 left on. For the Cougars, 13 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left on. Winning pitcher is Gregory, now 3-0. Losing pitcher is Oleg, now 2-3. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for Game 2 action here from River Forest. Cougar Baseball brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken.